Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Yinzer Brothers podcast. I'm TJ, and I'm here with my brother Tim, and we are the Yinzer Bros. Tim, because of tonight's game, the Steelers clocked their first loss today. They lose to the Washington football team 23-17. And instead of Tim donning the Franco's Italian Army helmet, he's donning a paper bag. What does it say? The standard is the standard. Yeah, I don't think it is. Oh, this is a terrible game for us. This was
I may not even talk. I may just let you go the whole entire podcast. Let me just stare here and just with this paper bag on my head.
See, now that's reminiscent of like Cleveland fans right there. See, we don't want to go there.
This soft football team. They're soft. They soft. They soft. They paper soft.
It was not a great game for us. I think there's a lot of reasons why it wasn't. But Tim, what are some of your initial thoughts about the game?
We can't run the ball. We can't catch the ball. We can't stop anybody. This team is in some deep doo-doo.
Not doo-doo, but doo-doo. That's worse, I think, right?
TJ, I'm going to call it now. They ain't even winning the division.
You think Cleveland's going to take them, huh?
Yes. This sorry papier-mâché football team. You can't run. I'm so sick of everybody telling me how great Ebron is. Ebron has paddles for hands, too. He can make the catch when nobody really cares, but when it counts and the money's on the table, the dude has hands like me, and he runs his mouth constantly. Deontay Johnson, just catch the ball. Catch the ball. Why is it lobster hands in the game more? At least he'll catch the ball.
Yeah, he will. And I'm sorry, Chewett was talking all his smack. Did we call his number at all?
No. I can give him a break. He probably still has COVID running through his veins. I mean, what does Mike Tomlin have against Benny Snell?
I don't know. Why do
I have to see Jalen Samuels looking like he's running in quicksand half the game?
I'd say he didn't have a bad game, actually. He's a big back.
TJ. He stinks.
So let's break it down. Let's talk about the offense. What are some of your initial thoughts about the offense?
My initial thoughts on the offense?
Yes,
TJ,
Tim, what are your thoughts?
TJ, if you can't get an inch on the goal line, I think they had 5. I don't know how many. They have 100 pops at it. Why did you bring Derek Watt to this team?
You know, I made a discovery tonight. Did you see the block that he missed on the edge?
He's not very good. Did you see all the blocks Eric Ebron missed?
Yeah, he's not there for his blocking. That's for sure.
Then why is he in the game?
He's a big wide receiver. Is all that
he's what, with paddles for hands?
What do you think?
Here's the thing. You got to put him in an I formation and just run behind him. They should have done it 4 times, and they don't do it. They throw a pass to a tackle.
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
Tackle.
I don't know why they did that. That was
Anthony McFarland. You're throwing it on 4th and 1. You have a zillion other people. What happened to the monster? We know it. Chase Claypool. Where'd he just fizzle off to?
Well, he had a good catch tonight. He did a
one catch, TJ. TJ, guess what? I had a good catch on the couch too.
Well, let me ask you a question. Do you think that with them, they're playing a backup center? Do you think that any of that had anything to do with it?
I don't care. I saw DeCastro being planted in the backfield pretty much 90% of the game.
Well, now Washington's front 7 are pretty strong.
TJ. TJ.
So I mean, obviously, we dropped the ball too much.
Yeah, but guess what? The secret's out on the short passing game. Baltimore exposed them. Guess what? Washington duplicated it. You can't run the ball. They shut down their short passing offense. They're done. They are done. They refuse to run the ball. They refuse to do it. I don't understand it. I don't get it. And their defense,
Well, let's finish up on the offense here real quick. How do you think Ben did tonight?
He sucked.
Yeah,
he didn't suck.
his
He didn't suck. But you can't throw the ball 50 times.
53 times he threw tonight.
You can't do
53
it.
times.
You can't do it.
Well, let's talk about the scheme then. Let's talk about Fichtner. What are your thoughts about our offensive coordinator?
He sucks too. He sucked with his long hippie hair. And
it was not a good offensive game plan, that's for sure.
I mean, what do you do? I mean, I just don't understand it. I don't get it.
So, do you think they were missing Connor tonight too?
Yeah. Yeah, I really do. Because guess what? Obviously, all three of those backs can't do diddly poo. At least you got Connor in the game, and he can do all three what those guys can do. It may suck, it may be as equal, but at least you got one guy that you're not kind of just being like, oh, you know what they're going to do. You knew what they were going to do when Samuel's in the game. They're going to pass the ball.
Yeah.
You know what they're going to do when Benny Snell's in the game. They're going to run the ball. McFarland, I don't know what the hell they're going to do with him.
Well, he's still a rookie.
Let me ask you, the game on the line, you throw him the rock.
I know it's.
You might as well just pick me. You might as well pick me off the couch and be like, "Go try to go catch this one."
Tim, I would pay good money to see that. So, what are your thoughts? Do you think if Connor's got the ball, do you think he gets in on the goal line?
Yes.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think he does.
I don't. Just try something different. You threw a pass to a tackle. Are you?
Yeah, that was bad.
I would have rather see them just split those guys out and just, I don't know. And if you're on the inch line, isn't Ben like 6'14", 300 pounds?
Just set him in on a QB sneak.
I don't understand it. You could try it.
Yeah, you can.
Is it going to hurt?
No. Our offensive scheme was just not very good tonight. I did like Washington. I thought Washington played a good game when he got the rock. And, you can always count on Juju to the end. Too many drops, though.
Just has soul-crushing drops.
He does. And he does run his mouth, too.
Instead of being third and 3, it's 2nd and 13. I mean, Deontay Johnson, he drops balls, but you know what? A lot of those are just quick, short, and they're coming in super hot. And they're ripping it off his hands. Ebron just drops balls that hit him right in the breadbasket. Nobody's going to round him for 15 yards.
Yeah, he's not. He's
he can't block anybody. You might as well just.
He's not there for his blocking. You're right. If he can't block and he can't catch, what are we doing with him, Tim? Yeah, I think he's a leading receiver on the team, isn't he?
He can't be.
I think he is.
I don't think that's an accurate statement. I think that's horse crap.
I think he is, actually.
They threw the ball to Deontay Johnson 47 times a game. You can't tell me he's been hurt.
You know what? I mean, it was a bad game. Even the commentators, they were awful.
They sucked. Those guys were terrible. I think they called my name out a couple times for the Steelers players.
They did. But they were calling McLeod. They were calling McDonald the whole
They called
first
McDonald. They called Deontay Johnson Juju 9 times. They were calling dudes. They were calling. I thought I heard somebody like they said Hines Ward one guy they called it.
Hines Ward. Yeah, the offense was not very good. Well, let's flop to the other side. What do you think of the defense?
56 sucks. He stinks. You know what stinks?
Who?
34 sucks.
Yeah, he's terrible. He's terrible.
People may not think that first touchdown, that was on 34 because he jumped a route. That was his space, and that made Cam Sutton look bad. He sucks. I am so sick of seeing his stupid braids whapping in the wind and him just missing tackles and him being – I mean, how dumb do you have to be in your 3rd or 4th year and you're still missing assignments?
That's true. I mean, let's give it up to – but the Steeler defense is beat up. I mean, we lost both of our starting corners. You lost your middle line.
I thought Cam Sutton played fine.
He was okay, but I mean, when Hayden went
you had
out,
a tight end ripping you to shreds. That ain't the D-backs' faults. Their tight end had like 400 yards receiving, and they can't cover a back out of the backfield.
Yeah, well, that was a scheme. You can tell.
What did I say? Who was the? Oh, if I can see it on my couch and stay it on my couch, they can't game plan for that. The check down king Alex Smith.
Yeah,
the running back had 13 catches.
He is.
13 catches?
It was crazy. And he was there, and he wasn't their main guy. Their main guy was out.
I know. 13 catches. And a tight end that, TJ, I think I could outrun that tight end.
You probably could, Tim, even with your bad wheels. Oh, yeah, Spillane was out. And you know what? We were suffering a little bit. We missed him.
51 stinks too. I told you anybody from the Jets suck. He sucks too.
But do you remember who my player of the game was? Who my defensive player of the
Mike
game
Hilton was? He was the only, him and TJ Watt were the only two players worth anything on that field today.
You're right. You're right. I'm very disappointed. I thought we'd see more out of Tuitt for his mouth. He didn't do anything.
He's probably sucking. He still got COVID all through his body, which I probably have having this bag on my head. I'm probably just sucking it in.
So do you think, I mean, we talked about it, but we really didn't talk about it. Do you think the schedule now is starting to catch up with us a little bit?
TJ, this has been weeks in the making. TJ, I told you, if you can't run the ball, this team's going to be in some serious crap. They've been able to run the ball all year. It's coming to roost. I'm just telling you, it's coming to roost. What was keeping them in the games were their defense. You can't run the ball, you're going to lose.
Did you see their average yards per carry per run?
One? Was it one? I don't know. Was it even one?
It's funny. It's pretty close to that. It was 1.5 yards per carry.
I mean, an absolute crap show.
1.5 yards a carry we're running.
I mean,
Tim, I would put money, Tim, on you to get $1.50 for at least one carry.
And you knew, John, of course, John Bostic is the one to catch that damn interception at the end of the game. That dude, he was so bad as a Steeler. I mean, he was so
terrible.
bad.
He was terrible.
But guess
That's
what?
okay.
Right now, I would pay him $4 million to have him on that in the middle. Besides those two bums, that 51 stinks.
They are bad. I mean, I don't know what they're going to do.
I never thought I'd be like, hey, I'm missing Spillane. Blah 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 blah.
Now, did you hear about? I mean, what did they say about his knee? Did you hear anything?
TJ, he's done. He's done for the year.
Well, I heard Hayden. They're talking about Hayden having a concussion, so hopefully that won't take him out.
He won't play Sunday. He has a concussion. That dude's like 40 years old. It's gonna take him like 4 weeks to get over for a concussion.
Oh man, it was a bad day. What do you think of Tomlin's coaching today?
He sucked. He sucked. That whole thing sucked. Justin Berry, I hate his guts.
What did you think about what did you think about that field goal they got at the end of the half? Have you ever seen anything like that in your entire? I've never seen anything like that even in JV high school football.
For them,
did you hear what happened? Alex Smith took the ball off the field.
For them to say, and it was I think that's exactly what the dude said, an administrative situation or something like that. Where do you pull that out of? Seriously, that phrasing. I'd rather you say, we effed up. That's what I would rather you say.
Mm-hmm.
Than an administrative situation or something. What is that?
I don't know. And Alex Smith, he took the ball off the field. So you know what? I would say, Alex, you don't ever take the ball off the field. We take the ball off the field. And I would have just said, sorry, it's a rundown. You're done. Get going at halftime.
I knew it right then. Right when they kicked that field goal, I go, I was like, if they cut out and score, I was like, we're going to lose this game. And you can't get off the field. They gave up a 3rd and 14. TJ, I can't tell you how many of those quick bubble screens I saw them give up 3rd and 14, 3rd and 13. I don't get it. They're bubble screens. They're I give up plays for the offense.
Yeah. And
you can't stop it.
Washington's not very good. We did not put on a good show tonight.
TJ, maybe what everybody's saying is the Steelers aren't that good.
Well, I mean, we're 11-1, which TJ, a record would say different.
TJ, they have beaten some pretty crappy teams.
So, Tim, your entire tune is shifting now. Are you saying now you are aligning with the Cleveland Browns?
TJ? If this team went into Cleveland next week, they'd get their crap rocked.
You think so?
They're going to go up to Buffalo and get their crap rocked next week.
I think it'll
and
depend.
We're going to be going, oh my God, We have to win at the end of the year to win the damn division.
Hey, we're not even guaranteed in the playoffs yet.
If they don't make the playoffs, everybody's fired. Everybody's fired.
You would think we'll get into the AFC at 11-5, right? Or 11-5. You think we'd get in, but you never know.
If they lose 5 games, oh Lord have mercy.
It could be bad. It could go south. It could be really bad.
I mean, Jordan Berry, that guy, he sucks. He sucks so bad it hurts. How does he still have a job?
I don't know. He was terrible tonight.
And that kid, I felt bad for that kid kicking because you knew they weren't going to kick a field goal at the end. Even if they got close enough on that 2-minute drill to kick a field goal, he wasn't making it.
No.
He wasn't going to make it. That kid looked like he was 13 years old and he was dripping pee down his left leg.
He did. So I wonder how bad is Boz hurt?
If he's hurt that bad, they better bring somebody in other than this dude because this dude's going to cost them big time. He looks like he was about to crap his pants every time he went on the field.
He did. He doesn't look like he's got the leg either. I don't know if I trust him from anything beyond maybe 35 or 40 yards out.
I mean, there has to be a high school kicker up in like Yock somewhere that they can go grab or down at West Mifflin. Do something.
Grab you one of the old, Woodland Hills kids. There's got to be a kid on Woodland Hills team that kicked the ball, 45 yards, 50 yards.
I mean, this bag I am on fire right now underneath this thing.
You are. Yeah, this was not a good showing.
I am literally on fire. My face is sweating.
Well, I get it. This is, I don't know. I mean, you were saying we need to get a loss out of the way.
I don't want the people in the podcast to see my eyes right now because they'll be like, this dude is possessed by the devil himself. That's how mad I am.
No, yeah, it was bad. I at first I thought at halftime, I thought we'll be okay. And then we just didn't look good, man. I don't like our scheme. I just didn't feel comfortable with it.
I hate 34. He's the worst. He sucks at football. He sucks at football.
We're starting to, I mean, our injuries are starting to add up. And then when you combine that with our, we're playing 3 games in 12 days, which is absolutely ridiculous.
But you know what? Here were it's going to make me infuriated. That's going to be the excuse. Eric Ebron, we can't believe the NFL is making us play 3 games in 12. Just shut up and play. And guess what, Eric Ebron? I can't believe you're getting paid $3 million a year to drop balls left and right. Paddle hands.
I'm curious now because you have from Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. That's a pretty quick turnaround for games. Has anybody ever played a game that quick of a turnaround ever in the history of the NFL?
What?
We played Wednesday and we played Monday.
TJ, you do it every Thursday night games.
Well, no, you play Thursday.
You play Sunday and you play Thursday night. The turnaround's 4 days. The same thing.
Oh, okay. So 4 days.
They do a Thursday night game. Am I correct?
And then, yeah, you do. You do a Thursday.
Okay, and you usually play Sunday, right?
Not that. I mean, the following Sunday. Yeah, you play before
you play Sunday night,
mm-hmm.
and then you play Sunday during the day, and then you play Thursday. How many days is that?
Mm-hmm. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. 4 days.
Exactly. Shut up and play ball. Just shut up and play ball.
Yeah. Well, now, I mean, the difference is, though, I mean, like we played that game against the Ravens at 4. You play this at 5. Usually you play Sunday morning, and then it moves, from Thursday night. You play that evening from the morning. And I know it doesn't seem like a big deal, but it is a big deal. And now we play Sunday night again, which means we have we have another short week, 6 days.
I gotta see Larry Zonka drinking scotch on the Twitter machine.
I hear you.
I want to be like, hey Zonka, why don't you let me know where do you even know where you're at right now, buddy?
He probably doesn't.
He doesn't even know his name. He probably his grandkids probably told him, Grandpappy, here's some scotch. We'll take a picture.
Yeah, I think we got to get healthy. I do. I think we got to get healthy quick. 72
Dolphins. Was it the team that went undefeated?
72 Dolphins. Yep.
Yeah, they went undefeated because there was like 4 teams in the league, and it wasn't like the. Guess what? You missed the Steelers dynasty, or they would have whooped your rear ends.
That was kind of the end of their era, and then the Steelers took over after that.
TJ, because there was no other.
Yeah, different game. So how do you think? What do you think? How do you think we're going to respond against Buffalo?
We're going to get our teeth knocked in. Next question. So? Yeah, TJ. Yeah, because
who do they play? Who do they play?
I don't care.
Tonight, right? They're playing tonight.
What are you going to say about them? Yeah, they play tonight. They're the same amount of rest as us.
Yeah, who are they playing?
San Francisco.
All right, they should handle. Well, what if they get beat by San Francisco?
I don't care. I don't care if they get beat by San Francisco. I don't care. I don't care about the Buffalo Bills. There's two teams I care about: the Cleveland Browns, who, and Kansas City.
Now, Cleveland, I think if there's a little more time, they were getting ready to lose that game.
TJ, they were up like 38-3.
And if you give it 2 more minutes, then they lose that game.
And I think if the Steelers had 10 more minutes, they win the stupid Washington game. Who gives a bleep? They probably would have. They probably would have lost by another field goal.
Maybe, I don't know. I think they have to kind of, they got to drill down and come up with a new scheme here because
a new scheme. You know what the new scheme is called, TJ?
What?
Run the ball. Run the ball. Run the ball. You know what they're turning into? Those soft-ass Indianapolis teams. That's what they're turning into. They got jousted come playoff time because all they could do was pass the ball.
Well, they had a couple good running backs. They had Edgerrin James. They had a couple good guys.
That's the difference. They barely run the ball and had good running backs. We don't run the ball. Our running backs suck.
Yeah, our running backs aren't very good.
4th and 1, you throw to McFarland. Oh, my brain hurts.
I don't understand that.
All you had to do was you could throw a double chest pass. Don't throw it to Ebron.
Ebron had a bad day. He dropped a lot of balls.
TJ, they were hitting him. His chest has to hurt because the ball was hit. The point of the ball was hitting him directly in the chest.
It was bad.
And I got called out on Facebook about not my hate, but me talking crap on Eric Ebron. And all I said was, yeah, he had a good game. But guess what? He will have soul-crushing drops, and that's what he does. He has soul-crushing drops.
It happens. Today.
TJ, he does it every game. People just don't realize because they've been winning. He drops. I could get it if you're doing one of these or one of those. They're hitting them. They're hitting them right in the middle of the chest.
They are.
And don't run your mouth. Just shut up. I'm so sick of him. Just shut up. His own podcast, he runs his mouth. Just shut up, dude. Shut up. Shut up and play ball.
I know, but I'm really disappointed.
This team is getting a little chirpy. Just shut up and play ball.
Well, maybe this will knock us down a little bit. Maybe they'll
will it
hit the grind.
Will it?
I will see.
I
don't know.
Maybe Mr. Tomlin just say, "Shut your mouth."
Yeah.
And know your roles and play ball.
Yeah.
I am so ticked off right now.
I'm anxious to hear what his press conference will sound like.
He's saying blah 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 blah. We played our fears. Standards not standard. We didn't do this. We sucked. We didn't play ball. It's the same crap. It's gonna be the same crap.
Yeah. Well, would you rather have that, or would you have him whining like Harbaugh?
TJ, I want him to just be like, I just want to tell his players to shut up, play ball. Yeah. Just shut up and play ball. Catch the ball. Go. How do you have back-to-back weeks like that dropping the ball?
Yeah, it's bad.
TJ.
Well, that brings something in. So Ben didn't practice at all this week again. Do they need to get a little bit more touches?
TJ?
The ball coming off Ben's hand must be different than Mason.
TJ.
I'm serious.
TJ, you're in the NFL. You're in the TJ. We ain't talking about, I don't know, Division AA high school ball. You're in the NFL. Half these dudes, Juju owns a jug machine he puts on his roof. You know what I would do if I'm Juju and I'm head of that locker room? Quit passing out turkeys. Quit gaming. Go up on your damn roof with that receiving core, and I'd be shooting balls at people at 400 miles an hour. I say, we're sitting here till you catch everything for like days. I would let everybody sleep.
Tim.
No, what I would just if you got enough of zest in the receiving room, you know what I'll do? I'd have a bet with other receivers. Anytime you drop a ball during the game, $1,000. Guarantee they're going to be catching balls a little bit more.
I don't know. Is that legal? Is that kind of like targeting and stuff? Is that legal? I don't know. If
Catch the ball. Legal. Whoever has the less drops at the end of the game gets all the money in the pile. The balls you dropped. Guess who's going to win that all the time? Mr. Crab Hands.
That's right, Washington.
How was he not on the field more? He's the only dude that doesn't drop balls.
I don't know.
He's the only one. Only one. Crab Hands. Balls.
Deontay, man, he has some rough drops too, man.
TJ, but I could deal with his drops because they're like in that 3-yard range where he's either going to get his head ripped off or whatever. Ebron, they're like it's like 3rd and 10, and they're just 8-yard hit you directly in the chest drops.
Yeah,
but then he'll catch something for like I don't know. It's 1st and 10, and we're up by 47 points, and he'll have a one-handed ballerina tap tap tap. I'm like, dude, I don't care. I don't care.
No.
They threw to a tackle. You got all those weapons, and you threw to a tackle on 4th and 1.
I know.
Hello.
I don't know why they did that. That was terrible.
I mean, a tackle. Who do you? I mean,
not a fan of the game plan.
You may have the best receiving core in the game. In 4th and 3rd, you throw it to a tackle.
It was terrible.
Even if he caught it, he still wouldn't have. He still would have got clobbered. He probably would have fumbled.
Oh yeah, you're right. Because that's why he's got 2 6s on his. He's what was he 64, 65? Anytime your number starts with a 6, and if there's a number behind it, you're not supposed to catch the ball.
I don't know. I mean, I just don't understand how the defense. How do you give up 3rd and 15 like bubble screens?
I think they're getting too beat up.
TJ, it's as simple as tackling. Just tackle somebody. 3rd and 15.
Mm-hmm.
3rd and 15.
You're two starting.
Just hit the ground. Let them. Just hit the ground.
Your 2 starting. Your 2 best, corners are out.
TJ, Hayden didn't get hurt until later on in that game. They were giving up 3rd and 15s when Hayden was in that game.
Well, he got hurt like what in the 3rd quarter, early in the 3rd.
Late in the 3rd quarter.
Maybe even halfway through. I mean, you could tell when he was gone, there was a difference.
I don't think TJ, they were doing the same crap when he was in the game from when he was out of the game. They weren't passing to receivers. They were passing to a tight end and a running back. They did it all game from the jump.
Yeah.
Logan and McKenzie. That was it. That was their whole offense.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see their big receiver catch any balls, barely.
Well, he caught that big one at the end, that tight end.
What I'm saying is, that's the 2 dudes that killed him. The tight end. If you look at the stats, the tight end and the running back. The running back, I think, had 13
he was their
catches.
lead receiver. The tight end was
13 catches for God knows whatever, and their tight end probably had 8 catches for probably 70, 80 yards.
Yeah, he had. What the tight end? He's Sims, right?
No, Sims is a receiver.
Was it Thomas the tight end?
Paulson or Thomas? I don't know. Number 82.
Thomas was 9 catches, 98 yards. Yeah, he's the guy.
Sickening. What did McKissick have?
He had 10 receptions, 70 yards.
I mean, absolutely asinine.
Yeah, it was bad.
Asinine.
Yeah, it was bad. Guess who led their team in tackles?
Bostic.
It was Bostic, 10
what
tackles.
What a kick in the balls that is.
Wasn't it?
What a kick in the balls that is.
Guess who our leading receiver was?
Our leading receiver was it was Ebron. It was Ebron. I know it was Ebron.
Well, no, it was Johnson. He had 7 catches, 71 yards. Now, Washington had more yards. He had 2 catches for 80 yards. Ebron, though, was a close third, 7 catches, 68 yards. He was targeted 11 times.
And he dropped. He had at least 4 just earth-shattering drops.
He did. It was bad. It was really bad. Guess who led the team in tackles?
34?
No. Williamson.
Thank God. And
Avery.
Really?
9 tackles, 6 solo.
He was like, TJ, I don't know who was in charge of covering the running back out of the backfield. It was either Vince Williams.
Vince Williams looked awful tonight. He looked terrible
like
tonight.
He was just every time it was him trailing that running back every time.
He looked terrible
every time. I'm going, guys. I wouldn't even have. It's just a running back. All you got to do is just. What happened to the good old thing is, even though you may be a crappy defender, you may be slower than somebody. If you just stare at their chest, you could usually cover them. Don't look at their head. Just stare at their chest. Don't worry about Alex Smith taking off running. I mean, I saw at one point. I thought it was his broken leg that was just bleeding.
I did too. I thought he was done.
I was like, this dude the bone's coming through his leg again.
Yeah,
I don't know how is this dude. And he let him. I mean, the check down king just carved us up.
It was a bad game. So we definitely have to right the ship before next week. I know that. So again, we're the Yinzer Bros. We're a little down today because this is the first loss that we've tasted in 2020. We hope that this is the last loss, but you never know. Tim. I mean, I'm looking in his eyeballs and I'm thinking he's thinking like maybe we're not going to win another game. I have a little more faith in that, but I don't know. We'll see.
They'll win another game.
Just one?
They don't got who they got left. They got Cleveland. They'll beat Cincinnati because Cincinnati is a dumpster fire.
Yeah, they're bad.
They got Buffalo. They got Cleveland.
Cincy,
Indy.
In Indy, that's it.
They may only win one more game the rest of the year.
That's it. I think they'll lose.
They may only win one more game the rest of the year, and guess what?
You think Cleveland's going to take them?
If Cleveland beats Baltimore next week, we will not win the division.
I'm going to make a call here now. Cleveland will not beat Baltimore.
I hope to God you're right.
They won't. I just don't think they will. I think Cleveland is riding high. I think they got up on the Titans early, but I think the Titans were storming back. Again, we're the Yinzer Bros. This is a short podcast because you know what? It just wasn't very fun tonight. Look for another drop early this week as we kind of break down.
Maybe if you're lucky. If I'm not over this, you might get nothing.
As we break down the Buffalo Steeler game coming up again. I'm TJ. I'm here with my brother Tim. We're the Yinzer Bros. If you'd like to send us a message, you can message us at yinzerbros@gmail.com. So Pittsburgh, don't burn Pittsburgh to the ground.
Someone's gonna have to send me the COVID vaccine because I know I got COVID with a bag on my head.
Pittsburgh, keep your head up, stay classy. We'll see you next week.